Nigeria first class monarch, the Ooni of Ife, has urged the supporters of the flag bearers of opposition parties, particularly Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, to declare their support for the incoming administration of the president-elect Bola Tinubu. The Yoruba king made a statement while welcoming a team led by Kenyan President William Ruto at the Lagos State Annex in his of his palace. Francis Koski, Kenya's chief of staff, Aliko Dangote, chairman of Dangote Group, Harry Ebohe, CEO, ProPetro, Dapo Abiodun, governor of Ogun State, and Kumi Demure, a fintech executive, were among the delegation members. The team had also met with Tinubu to discuss how Africa might work together to achieve collective development. PM Nigeria News reports. During their visit, Ooni urged all Nigerians to rally behind Tinubu in order to establish a better Nigeria. He said, as the presidential inauguration approaches, I beseech you all, young and old, obedient and articulate, hopeful and weary, amiable and passionate, to lay down your arms. There's no reason to waste time looking back. All we have is today and the future. Now is the time to embrace our diversity and uniqueness. We may differ in opinions and approaches to achieve a better Nigeria, but we all want a nation that we can be proud of. Let us come out together to support the vision of Asiwaju Gbogbo Ilẹ̀ Oòduà. Speaking further at the event, Ooni said, symbolically, Nigeria remains Africa's largest economy, most populous nation, and a political powerhouse. During my last visit, the Kenyan president assured me of his government's unwavering determination to improve its nations and businesses' footprints in Nigeria. I identify with Kumi Demure, my son and formidable partner, a fintech guru known globally for excellence. With me also was my friend, ever friendly and charismatic governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, who shares in the vision of New Africa. And I must pay tribute to Mr. Harry Ebohe, Petro's CEO. Is a business genius with extensive experience in the oil and gas and banking industry, and most importantly, Aliko Dangote. Indeed, Africa is a continent of boundless possibilities, not only of the past but also of the present and the future. President William Ruto is impeccably devoted to work with Nigeria to lead the implementation of the African country free trade agreements while creating an innovative future for our young people. The ambition of Alhaji Aliko Dangote, who developed Africa's largest oil refinery and the world's largest single train facility, has left its imprint on the remarkable story of Africa and FCTA. Africa is the world's engine, and we must remolded its priceless natural resources and safeguard its age-old wealth for our progress. Well, what do you expect this man to say? They don't write down one of his aides. They've written this kind of a thing for him. With all the rubbish that happened, these people don't fit talk anything. Now they are telling us whether they said what he said or what he did not say. But from what we've heard, that he said that Tinubu is going to fix Nigeria. And at times I look at these people. These are the same rhetorics. Even if you were not born, even before 1960s, even if you were not born in the 70s, even if you were not born in the 80s, even if you were not born in the 90s, if you were born in the 2000s, in the year 2000, you should be able to just reflect back. You don't need to be born even in the 18th century. Just go back and check history. These are the same pattern that all these the so-called leaders, whether they are traditional rulers, whether they are politicians or whatever, irrespective of the position they are holding in the society, as far as Nigeria is concerned, they say the same thing. You want to talk about the clergymen, they will tell you all these stories. Don't worry, God will do it. Yeah, it's going to be well. But they will never complain. They will never even speak truth to power. Everybody is even shocked with this Bishop Onayekon, who was talking about that. How can this kind of a thing be happening? Everybody is seeing all these things koro. If the monarch says that, at least you should, okay, of course. They say he who's whatever dictate the tune. I don't understand. There's the way, the particular way they say it. Of course, who are the people paying their this thing? Their salaries. It is the same politicians that pay their salary now. Whether Nigeria crumbles today, whether Nigeria stands today, these guys, the monarchs and those who are politicians, they will never suffer. Their own is just to align. They will align with the government of the day. You can't they cannot speak truth to power. You know, some people will tell you that, oh, the father of all, you have to be neutral. Yes, you have to be neutral, but that does not mean that you don't say, you don't talk. You can imagine. Just look back. Just go to Edo State. Go and check their king. Go and check the Oba, whether the man go. If it's the best thing, he might not want to say anything. But if he wants to, he will talk. Not all this try to be on the side of who. That's one of the Obas. That's one of the kings in this country that Nigerians respect. That still has his respect. He doesn't have time to now be licking the hearts of all these politicians. Onto what? You dare not do anyhow where he is. He does not insult you, but he will say it. You remember when this man was coming for his second term? Obaseki. The drama and the saga that happened in Edo State. You could see his stand. That why are you people like this? Today you will tell us one thing. Tomorrow you will tell us one thing. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you deceiving? Who are you trying to confuse? So you are telling us all this one. They will not see all the nonsense. So they could not even what happened in Lagos. It has never happened before. That people will come out on behalf of a governor, on behalf of a political party, saying that if you don't vote for these particular people, don't even dare come out. It is very easy to tell an average Nigerian, just accept it, just go on. We should not even talk about anything. The same thing they've been telling you, Nigeria is going to be better. Oh, this and that in 2015. A lot of rhetoric. During Obasanjo's time, the same thing. Yaradua, Jonathan, the same pattern. They have been telling us the same thing. Yet, things are getting worse. Like I said, these guys are not going to be affected in any way. They will never be affected. So they can tell you, so continue. Just be bearing it. You have to sacrifice. Things are not going well. You say they should not talk about it. They should just cancel. They should just forget about it because it's a waste of time. Because you all know how it's been. We have been rolling in this country. Nothing will happen. The poor and the majority of the people are getting poorer. What very few, tiny fraction of the population of the country is getting richer every day. So it does not concern them. Like somebody who always say that. How is it possible that somebody who calls himself a king, all these monarchs, they will be riding Rolls Royce on a very bad road and they see their subjects suffering? He is none of their business. No conscience at all. It is good. Very easy to tell people to continue to support her. They should not waste their time. It is possible. Just tell them and they will just abide by that. I wonder why Ooni of Ife is saying this. Everybody has their right to waste their time. It is their choice. This acceptance must not be forced or coerced. Besides, why should anyone accept be on the agenda when the tribunal is here to give a verdict? I admit it is reasonable to support the president-elect, but his fellow contestants during the 2023 poll who feels dissatisfied cannot perish their pursuit. But the same Ooni is here while APC is challenging Adeleke up to Supreme Court. Maybe he doesn't even deserve the throne he's sitting on. Oga, with due respect, sir, kindly concentrate with your numerous wives and allow those that your APC asked to go to court, if they were not satisfied with the outcome of the election, to waste their time in court in peace. All of us can't support electoral criminality. At the same time, we have conscience. You won't say the same thing if INEC did not select Tinubu. The Kenyan president that visited you, how did he emerge as president? Was it through a fraudulent election like the one we have in Nigeria? We can only start changing things by doing them the right way. These are the people, they say, don't talk. Elders are talking. Don't challenge them. Don't say anything. Everything they say, yes sir, like waiting. That was then. So unfortunate.